name is Cindy Boteo, and today I will be informing you guys on ways you can improve your sleeping habits. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, it is estimated that 50 to 70 million people in America are chronologically sleep deprived. And although this may seem like a big number at first, I'm sure many of us could attest for this. For example, just think about the last time you were drifting off or felt your eyes heavy throughout the day after a night of difficulty sleeping. Although sleep is a crucial part of life, many people just don't get enough of it. Therefore, in this speech, I will provide you with some ways on how you can improve your sleeping habits. Sleep is something we all need. And while some of us feel as though we have decent sleeping patterns, there's always room for improvement. This is why it's important for us to learn ways on how we can refine our sleeping habits. There are many ways we can improve our sleeping habits, but here I have limited my discussion to the three that I find to be the most significant, which are A, by avoiding consuming foods or drinks that contain chemicals that stimulate our brain, B, by trying to keep our schedules aligned with our circadian rhythms, and C, by making your bedroom an inviting environment for sleeping. Although there are some chemicals that help with sleeping, there are also some chemicals that decrease your chances of getting a good night's sleep. For example, caffeine is one of the most effective and influential chemicals, and this is because caffeine is a stimulant, which means that it raises your body's alertness and activates brain activity. Coffee is the most obvious beverage that contains caffeine, but there are many others as well, such as iced tea, soda, and even hot chocolate. Caffeine is so effective that according to a study published by the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine, it was proven that you should try not to drink any beverages containing caffeine for up to 6 hours prior to bedtime because it's been shown that it reduces your sleep by an hour. Another chemical that affects your sleeping is alcohol, and this is because alcohol is a depressant, which means that even though it induces sleeping more quickly, it's actually not giving you the sleep that you need, which is REM sleep. According to the college textbook Psychology by Marin and Hawk, alcohol reduces REM sleep, and this is the sleep, which is the last one, and which is when we dream. And although it is not known why, our body actually needs it, which is observed in a phenomenon called REM rebound effect, which is basically when you lose a few hours of sleep one night, your body tries to make up for it and lets you spend more time in it the next night. Loss of REM sleep also causes drowsiness throughout the day and poor concentration. The National Center for Biotechnology Information also states that alcohol reduces melatonin production at night, which is a hormone responsible for keeping you asleep. Now, chemicals aren't the only thing affecting our bodies and disrupting our sleep. It turns out that our body has its own internal clock, the circadian rhythm, that regulates our sleeping patterns. This brings me to my next point, ways to keep our internal clocks in line with our personal schedules. Our bodies have internal clocks, the circadian rhythms, and in order to keep our sleep schedules on track, it's important to try and align our schedules with our circadian rhythms. And the ways we can do this is by trying to maintain a consistent sleep schedule. So go to sleep at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every day. So even when it's your day off. You should also try to let the sunlight in as soon as you wake up because this lets your brain know that it's time to wake up and to be alert. And speaking of bright lights, you should also try to stay away from them once it starts to get dark so your brain knows it's time to cool down and go to sleep. Finally, try to start your day off early and then get all your stuff done so you can go to bed once it starts to get dark. Trying to plan our schedules around our circadian rhythm isn't the only way to improve our sleep. But making the place you actually sleep in pleasant also helps you sleep, which is what my next point actually is. Making your bedroom specifically designed for sleeping also helps you sleep. And this may seem obvious, but having an uncomfortable mattress definitely affects your ability to sleep. For example, many of my peers complain that their small, uncomfortable mattresses not only causes them back pain, but it also makes it harder for them to fall and stay asleep. Another way to make your bedroom more soothing is by setting your temperature to a cooler one, as warmer environments have been shown to make it harder for you to sleep. Another obvious way to improve your sleeping is by keeping your room dark and quiet, as lights and noises only make it harder for you to fall asleep. Finally, don't lay in bed with your phone or do homework in bed. This only activates your brain and it makes it harder for you to fall asleep. Only go to bed when you're tired and actually want to go to sleep. So now you know ways on how you can improve your sleep habits, which are by A, trying to not drink or eat any foods that have chemicals that disrupt your brain. B, by trying to keep your personal schedule aligned with your circadian rhythm. And C, by making your bedroom a comfortable place that's only designated for sleeping. So the next time you're having trouble sleeping, try to remember these tips because getting enough sleep not only makes you moody, but it's also vital for your health. Thank you.